right, y'all, man. I'm back. We are back in the building. Another episode of Deep Friend Daily. I'm here. It's been a while. We live. I don't know when the last time we were live, but we live now. We live today. See you guys in the comment section. Trevor Photographer is already there, going away what he's doing. Like I said, y'all know how lives go. Y'all know how to fucking do live streams. You got any commentary? Do it in the chat. Let me know, and then we'll talk about it. We'll listen, right? So I got a couple things I want to get into today. I want to get to the Wack100, Larry Hoover, this, that whole situation they got going on. I want to speak about the Lil Nas X BET phenomenon, why I don't really like what's going on with that. There's a whole bunch of things I want to get into. Salute to everybody. Salute to the photographer. Make the way to go this here once again to bring life and great wisdom and knowledge into this chat. I guess he's speaking about himself. Trey said, "Let we back. Flying low. Salute different. Salute to you too. Flying low." So anyways, what is the first? What should I get into first? I want y'all to decide. What should I talk about first? Talk about the J Prince shit. Should I talk about Lil Nas X shit? Should I talk about the Rolling Stone 200 list? What should I discuss first? I want you guys to let me know. And then I'll just go in whatever order after that. What's the most pressing thing y'all want to hear me talk about? If y'all don't say nothing within the next 10 seconds, I'm going to just go off. Trouble? Oh, yeah, I forgot. I can talk about trouble. I can talk about the trouble. I mean, if I did a video about the trouble shit, right? So I have to go with trouble. So you first say something. So now it's confirmed with trouble, right? That the guy who killed him was the ex-boyfriend of the girl that he was at the girl's house, right? So there's a whole sticky situation with that. Like I said in my video I made about it, I don't understand why you would kill someone over the woman. Now, I assume that maybe initially when I heard that Trouble was possibly, the woman was cheating on the boyfriend with Trouble. You come in your house, maybe she's like, "Oh my God, honey, he's kidding me." And you kill a guy, right? Maybe that was the situation. But now they're saying that the ex-boyfriend broke into the home. And did the boyfriend break into the home knowing that Trouble was in there sleeping in the bed? Was the boyfriend scouting out the girl's house? Maybe she broke up. I don't know how it happened. But he got killed. And this guy's going to prison for the rest of his life for a woman. And I've seen people say this because I've seen other people talking about it. But like I said it first on my show, you killed Trouble for fucking this girl. And now you're going to go to prison for the rest of your life. And she's still going to be out there fucking. But now she has the peace and tranquility to be fucking knowing that you ain't going to come barging into the door. So what did you get yourself out of that? What did you get? He got nothing. He got nothing but jail time. And I see people in the chat, Trouble should stay loyal to his woman. Hey, man, I'm not really going to get into that situation that, hey, you had a girl, maybe should have been creeping around. But, actions do in some ways have consequences. Also, you need to know the lady that you fucking with. All you guys out here thinking it's cool. Man, she got a nigga. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to go I'll fuck that hoe. I don't care if she got three boyfriends, a husband. Y'all better stop playing. Now, I don't know if this is some crazy ex-boyfriend that just can't get over his girl. I don't know the situation with them. But a lot of you guys out here that think it's cool to go and sleep with dudes' girlfriends, try to fuck dudes' wives, if that is your MO, if that is your thing, I advise you against that. Because like I said, I don't know if I would kill anybody because like I said, I don't want to go to prison. I don't want to go to prison. But there are a lot of men out here that will go out of their way and kill you for dealing with they woman. Now, yeah, she was disloyal too. I don't know what you do with her. I don't know how you handle her. I'm not saying shoot her too, but there are guys out here that'll kill you because of that. There was a story that happened in my city where there was a woman. Now, I think this was an ex-boyfriend situation again. So ex-boyfriends in today's society, hey, y'all need to just be the ex-boyfriend. If y'all not together no more, just don't be together with the girl no more. Stop trying to press her when she with a new dude. But let me tell the story. She, ex-boyfriend, went to go and press a girl who was on a date with a guy. He pressed them. You know what happened to that guy, the ex-boyfriend? See, it's the flip of this situation. The ex-boyfriend got killed. Trying to fuck with the new man. He got killed. He like, I don't know the exact, back and forth that went on. I just know he got killed. Right? So, what y'all talking about? So, Trouble should stay loyal to his woman, that's y'all saying. Some saying the gun was possibly Trouble. So, okay, so Trouble got his gun wrestled away from him. That's what they're alleging out here. Trouble should stay loyal. Why? He lived by his name. I blame the simp Goofy for letting that woman get him in this problem. Don't know if it's true. They're also saying, depending on if she keeps the same story or not, he could get off on self-defense, especially if it was really Trouble's gun. That's the thing about this. That's the thing. If the situation is the girl says, hey, I think his name is Jamichael or something, whatever the guy who killed Trouble's name is, came in, Trouble attacked him, pulled a gun on him, and Jamichael just happened to get the gun away from him, so he's saving himself, and in that line defending himself, I can see that as like I said, I don't know, the law is tricky. I saw a case that had, but let me tell you something about this. Hold on, let me read these real quick and I'll tell you about the case. If they married, I can see it, but a boyfriend man is not your girl, it's your turn. That shit way more common than people think. An old girl might flip. She be want to do. If she flips and says it's self-defense, and she's literally the only witness, this guy could possibly potentially get off for murdering Trouble. But like I was saying about that whole, I don't really know how the laws work in certain places, right? So, and this is surface level. I tried to look into the story. I tried to see what's going on with the story. But there's a story of these two black dudes in Oklahoma, right? There was some kind of road rage incident going on. They pulled into a gas station. Two white guys was chirping. They're trying to say the white guys are white supremacists. I don't know if that's confirmed or not. They leave. They come back to the gas station. The two black guys leave and they come back to the gas station. The two white guys are still there. One of the white guys hops out of his car through the driver's window, right? Tries to attack them. Shoots the driver twice. The passenger, another black man, shoots the white guy who just shot his homeboy, killed the white guy, and then now they've already been convicted. One of them got life in prison. One of them got 25 years of life. The white man jumped in the car, shot him, and he shot back, but they're in prison. I mean, he's dead. You shouldn't jump in their car, but now they in life in prison, pretty much, essentially. That's crazy. So for the Trouble situation, if the girl flips and the girl's like, hey, Trouble was the aggressor, I was being a hoe, I was cheating, I was in the wrong, and now Jermichael came home and he just thought it was a robber, he was just doing his duties as a man, protect the house, he just so happened to wrestle away the gun from Trouble, then, it happens. Crime of passion, the good Lord can make. I mean, people do it all the time. We see crime of passion all the time. People get scot-free. People murder people. Because crime of passion can be like you have a mental lapse. Like you have a mental breakdown. You have a mental, you're out of there. When you see something like that, it's the heat of passion. You just, I couldn't control myself. My mind, it's like, you bring a psychologist to understand. They say, well, yeah, in this study, we do have people that can not control themselves in a certain situation with someone they love. We see it. But I mean, like I said, and I don't know the situation because I am not Trouble, so I don't know. Maybe Trouble was fucking with this chick, thinking that she was single or thinking she had nobody who was looking out for her still, nobody who was still hitting her up 24/7. Maybe he didn't know. But my advice is to guys who do know that there are ladies that have men. And you know for sure, like she posting things on Instagram, like he loves her, he posts pictures of her, he buying the roses, giving the shoes, doing all this stuff. Be weary of fucking this woman, especially in that man's home. Now you doing some creep shit, and then dude can't, like he just finds out about it. But a guy catch you in the act. Like I always say like I wouldn't kill nobody, but because I can never imagine myself catching myself in the act of somebody doing something. But if you in my home, I get you in the act, who knows? My mind might go scatterbrained. I might go fucking insane. So, Atlanta got a lot of shit going on. Atlanta got the Rico, got Trouble. Little Key passed away. They said liver damage. They were saying like something had to do with lean. The whole bunch. Atlanta has got a cloud over it. Something's going on in Atlanta. So, what else y'all saying? Most shows, criminal shows, are mostly love triangle shit. Leave people alone. If someone break up with you, let it be. Yeah. All she has to say is he has permission or any legal proof he lived there or still had access. That means Trouble brought in Thug to the situation if it was truly Trouble's gun. I don't believe that Trouble was sleeping. Yeah, I see reports that were saying that Trouble was in the bed sleeping. So if the guy came in and Trouble was just sleeping in the bed and he killed Trouble like that, that's murder. Like, I get you can be mad because this woman that you love is sleeping with another guy, even though it's your ex, so you're still crazy while you're in this woman's home. It's murder. Yeah, I spoke about the Metro Boomin Mama thing. So she said he broke in. Okay, because I be seeing blogs like post shit, and I don't be know if them stories that the blogs is posting 100% true. So you want to go with them, but you don't want to fully go with them. So if the woman is saying that he broke in already on police statement, on police record, then there ain't really too much the guy gonna be able to do. So yeah, and the Metro Boomin Mom thing, that's just another instance of domestic violence. Like I said, I don't want to really get into too much speculating into what happened there, because I don't think there's any detail about how that situation. He killed her and then he killed himself. So at that point, we just see that happening time and time again with women and men. I think I covered a story like that like a couple months ago, where a guy was like, the baby mama was ruining his life. She tried to say some shit like he was touching his kids or something, so he couldn't get custody. So then you know what he did? He went on Facebook Live. He pulled up to her crib, killed her, and before he went and killed the mom of his kids, he killed his new girlfriend who was pregnant because she said, "I'm gonna do the same thing that your other baby mama did to get custody of the kids, yada yada." And he snapped. He ended up killing himself, but he snapped. Now it's not acceptable. I ain't saying go out here and kill people, but motherfuckers, especially in 2022. People are snapping. So I'd be very weary and mindful how you are treating, discussing, and being around other people in 2022, especially your relationships. So let me hop into this Jay Prince Wack100 situation. I know it seems like every other week Wack100 is into some shit with some people. Whether he's in the right or wrong, I can never really tell. I can never really decipher if he's telling the truth, if the other person's telling the truth, because I do feel like he is a master of the words. He's a master of the spin, especially on Clubhouse. So I never truly know if he's telling the truth or if he's not, because within this, he'll post things like this, right? So he posted these court records. USA versus Prince. And this is even against Jay Prince Sr. This is against Jay Prince Jr. He'll post things like this, say they're sealed, and he'll post, Jay Prince respect. When you use the word rat, you got to have the paperwork. While you're capping on my name, I think you need to call pest control on somebody tied to your name. Sealed files, not can expunge in 2 years, takes 5 years off your paper. This seal means one or two things. R for rat or R for rape. Either one, clean your DNA. Coward hides behind men, but won't face me. Wack ain't never had a co-defendant. Hashtag bozo. So, Jay Prince Jr. did respond. He said I had a gun case and did time for it. What I do, tell on myself. Weirdo, LOL, stop the bullshit. You too old for this. Wack100 responded to that, saying, nah, your pop started this fire, so we gonna let it burn. No nigga seals a gun case, that's the courts. And they only do it based on other circumstances. He say I'm a rat. I've been free 23 years, never had a crime partner. Now I'm a strategic man. He uttered another word. I'm going to let the real shit go. You know me. I ain't never been slow to the base. We both know what it really is. Hashtag protect our women. So I don't know what he's alluding to. I don't know what the protect out. Did he do something to a woman? I don't understand. He said protect our women because of the woman. Right, because the lady who has the interview. And I see the comments, why don't Jay Prince speak on the woman that ran off on the interview? He did speak on it. Him and Jay Prince Jr., not Jay Prince Jr., my bad. He and Larry Hoover Jr. were on $1 million worth of game when they discussed it, where they was talking about this is the crux of what the issue is. I'm gonna just let Larry Hoover Jr., the son of Larry Hoover, speak on what's the situation going on with the woman and what's the situation with the tape.
That part. So we were trying to put the part together. I said, we were trying to just get information on my father. So she had some actual footage of him. Like, asked the attorney, that'd be good to have this footage to put on this pardon. They're like, yeah, that'd be good. I said, we can try to do it. We tried some numbers. We caught up with the lady, and I called and I asked her. I was like, we need some of that footage because we're trying to put this pardon together. And she told me, she said, well, who gonna get paid for this? Well, how I'm gonna get paid for this? And I'm like, wow, this is about my father's freedom right here, and you wanna know who's gonna get paid for this footage? So I don't know what she feels like she was really caring about our family, but she wanted to know who's going to get paid when we were trying to get this package together for this pardon. And then moving forward after that.
Is echoing? Hold on. My bad. Might be a relay. Can I hear now?
That's around the time Kanye hit.
Let me know if it's still echoing.
Went to the White House not too far before then or after that. She seen that it was a buzz and my father's name was fresh in people's heads. And that's when she come from behind a rock somewhere, looking like it was an opportunity. Kanye reached out to her to try to get the footage again some years later. And I don't know where it happened at, but somehow Wack wound up in the middle of the mix. And Wack was the middleman with the footage. First, he was just the middleman for her because she didn't want to speak to us. But then next thing you know, he's a partner in the whole situation. This is his footage. He got it in blah, blah, blah.
So, yeah, what this clown.
All right, so that's pretty much that's the gist of it, right? And then now it's spilled into like, you're a rat, I'm going to do this when I see you. You can't beat me up, I can't beat you up, yada, yada. I don't know, right? I know I live in Texas, right? I know that. I know Jay Prince is like a mythical figure, around these parts. I don't know details of whatever, but I don't know nothing. I know people respect him. I know people in Houston speak highly of him. That's all I know. And I would assume, now, on the internet, you would think, by the internet, you think Wack100 is the biggest clown in the world, yada, yada, yada. He's a weirdo, he's a bozo. That's what people say on the internet. But I would assume that although people say that about him on the internet, in L.A., he's got to be, like, somewhat highly respected. Because people are so scared to talk about, if you watch No Jumper, right, and you see the way they talk about things in L.A., like they really like dance around a lot of shit because, they don't want to offend because they know shit can get cracking. Wack100 don't give a fuck. He busts through the door, he say whatever. So I assume that he has to be in some way high-ranking respect level. Now, I don't know about gangs and all that type of shit. I don't know. But just respected out there because ain't nobody doing shit to him from what we've seen. I ain't wishing nobody do shit to him, but ain't nobody doing it. But there's also, I got a video of what Jay Prince said in regards to Wack100 as well. This is like more. So I just want to show you what the premise of it is. The premise of it is a woman was able to get into the highest security prisons in the United States. That prison out there in Colorado, they house terrorists. They house bombers. They house CIA espionage people. They house the biggest gang leaders in the world, El Chapo, the leaders of this gang, the Mexican cartel, the White Brotherhood cartel. If you were to do a movie of supervillains and you say, hey, where do they hold the supervillains? This is the real life prison that they are in, right? So she was able to get in there and do an interview with Larry Hoover. And they wanted to use this lady's interview for his dad's pardon. Now, I don't know if it would have worked. I don't know the logistics of a pardon. Larry Hoover is who Larry Hoover did. He did what he did back in his heyday. Obviously, he's been in prison for 40 years now? He's an old man now. So they wanted to use that footage like, okay, y'all have this image of my father of, I don't want to get it wrong, but GDs and this and that, and he's this guy. But, let's humanize him. He's a grandfather now. He's done his time. He's been here for 40 years. He's an old man. I won't say he's decrepit because I don't know what he looks like to this day, but he might be a little older. He might be a little hobbly. I don't know. So trying to humanize him. And the lady's like, hey, I need my bag. I need the money. I don't care about your dad getting pardoned. I want my money. And then Wack, from what they're saying, came in as a go-between, but ended up being like, now I'm a partner with the lady. Where's the money at? Kind of like, I wouldn't say extortion, but she did a service, They want it for a certain purpose, but she wants the bag for it. So this is what Jay Prince has to say about Wack. Let's see if this is the 21 Savage, I'll switch it back.
I put in a lot of work where the hip-hop culture is concerned. I blazed the trail, you know what I mean? And when I see one, trying to shit on Tupac, trying to shit on Nipsey, trying to shit on, the homie Big U out there, trying to shit on Master P, good nigga, real niggas, Meek Mill, I see a nigga get on a podcast and with another rat, and go off on 21 Savage. I'm like, oh, this nigga got diarrhea at the mouth. He like full of shit, right? He the type of nigga that will shit in the bed and blame it on the baby. You know what I mean? Imagine that. Some people get lost along the way. You know what I mean? They get lost along the way and they'll roll off a cliff with, you know what I mean, Officer Wack100. And, you know, I don't like the shit, man. I'm going to calm down and let y'all talk, but I hope the people feel me because, you know, I ain't the type of nigga. I don't believe in using rat and, like, some niggas call them punks. I remember calling niggas sissies. So he like a sissy to me. You know what I mean? He's a sissified nigga to me, and I can say a whole lot of other things, but we own $1 million worth of game. Right. But just for the record, I want all that smoke that one is talking about.
So when I see that, I get, you know, nervous because I care about people's life. I don't care like directly. I ain't like fucking like, oh, please don't die, guys. I don't care like that. Goddamn, it ain't my family. But when you see things like that, you see a guy highly respected in Houston or Texas as a whole. And what I'm seeing from the comment section, Trey said this says Wack feeds a lot of people from up and down the coast. You got a highly respected guy over here. You don't want these two people getting into it because it ain't really these two people that get into it. It's the people under the people, right? That's the people that are typically affected when people like this go back and forth and go at it. And if it's just the footage, if the lady wants 50 racks, y'all are rich. Just give her the 50 racks. Just give her the money and then move on. I know now it's gotten to a place where we getting personal. We're accusing people of this. We're accusing people of that. We doing this. We doing that. Just give her the money. Get the footage. Try to get Larry Hoover. I don't know if it's going to work. Like I said, I don't know what president's going to put his neck on the line for that. But yeah, I don't know. And he called him a sissy. Them older Southern guys, when they get to talking, he said he one of the niggas that shit in the bed and blame the baby. Like all these analogies and all these, you know, things like that. That shit's funny. I ain't gonna lie. That shit kind of funny. So with that, Wack got mad at Gilly. Really, Gilly's getting the brunt of it. From what I've seen. And I feel a certain way about that. Because the reason a lot of bullshit is allowed to go in like hip hop is because the media is a lot of times bullied into submission. We've seen plenty of media personalities say they get backdoor phone calls, backdoor conversations where, hey man, when you talk about my artist, you getting money out my, you know what I'm saying? Hey, what the fuck you do? You hear about that shit all the time. So a lot of people are scared to, you know, speak how they truly feel about albums. They're scared to speak about certain situation, things that are like public information. Gilly and Wallow, although they may have been street goals many, many, many moons ago, maybe still have the same morals and principles or whatever, they are now in podcasting entertainment. Right? They're in entertainment. They're doing an interview. I don't know if Wack100 wanted him to be like, hey man, you shut the fuck up. Don't say that about Wack100. We ain't doing that here. We ain't doing no talking. We're in the content game, man. I do not, what do they put the advisories that go out before they do shows? The opinions of the guests do not mimic and reflect the opinions of $1 million worth of game, Gilly and Wild. They don't do that, but I'm saying, you know how shows do that. I'm here talking. You know the reason the Breakfast Club has longevity and other places have longevity is when people get on their show, they let the people be the people. You remember the big controversy? Whether you agree or not, you can agree or not. You can be like, hey, that's your boy, you got to say something, yada, yada, whatever. That's how you feel. But you remember when Gucci got on Breakfast Club? Oh, no, he didn't get on Breakfast Club. He got on with Charlamagne at his little show on his own YouTube channel, and he called Angela a bitch or whatever he did. He called DJ Envy a bitch or whatever. And he ain't go crazy like, those are my co-hosts, Gucci, you will not do this. He's like, okay, like I'm letting you speak. We speak, you speak. That's how you feel, that's your truth. And they can respond however they want to respond. It's content. That's how I look at it. But people say, well, you're not a street guy, so of course you look at it like that. but it's content. So I think it's kind of unfair to like, to go after those guys in a way just because they're doing content. And that's how I see it. I feel like hip hop could never really get to a pinnacle because a lot of things are pushed to the pinnacle through media. Media gets these things to where they are. That's what I think. That's how I feel. Media drives the conversation. Media gets shit pumping. I see a lot of motherfuckers think Meek Mill is the worst artist in the world, not because Meek Mill is actually the worst artist in the world, because academics say Meek Mill is the worst artist in the world. Not saying anybody in my chat specifically, but I've seen people do that and say that. When we can like look at music like, no, it's not that. But that's just to show you how powerful media entities are. That's why people appreciate people like academics, because academics says what he wants. That's why, although the guy from Poetic Flocka for No Jumper, although he kind of mimics the similar things of academics, people will be drawn to him because he just says what the fuck he wants to say. People think that's refreshing. It's refreshing to see, like, hey, he's saying what he feels. Whether it's right or wrong, this guy is saying how he feels. He's not scared to say it. He's not protecting a relationship. People on motherfuckers going there and just say what they want to say. They don't want PC shit. It's entertainment at the end of the day. And that's the same way. This is off on a tangent real quick. But that's the same way I feel about this NBA shit going on. I saw like a first take video where like Stephen A was going on about Russell Westbrook and the Lakers or something like that, right? And then JJ Redick is on there, and obviously not legend as far as he's not a fucking LeBron or anything, but JJ Redick is fucking JJ Redick. And the other guy, CJ McCollum. And they're like all prim and proper, I was in the NBA. Well, Stephen A, he can't support his own black brothers at the... Man, get the fuck off the show. Get. I don't want to see that shit on TV. I want to see a regular motherfucker like me talking shit. That's what I want to see. If I want to get like analysts and shit like that and break down the plays and yada, 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 that's cool. But when I watch shows like that, I just want to see people talking shit. You can disagree, agree. I don't want to see all that. Let's button up. Well, no, the players actually, if you didn't want to see him get his African-American brother, get the fuck, why is he on the show? Get him out of here. I don't want to see that shit. Other people might, but me personally, I don't. I want to see motherfucker talking shit because it's entertainment. Now, you want to be at least like somewhat correct in some of their takes, but you want to see a motherfucker talking shit. So that's all I got on that. Let me see what y'all talking about. So, a lot of folks don't like Gilly anyways. I didn't know that people don't like Gilly. Why they made a whack and a woman like they provided a service, paid them for it. If it was a white person or a lawyer, they would have paid it real quick with no hesitation. Joker 2 green light or in the making. I didn't even watch the first Joker. Like, all right. I ain't watch that shit. I'm not big hyped on it. The Gucci interview had chemistry for weeks on The Breakfast Club. Hey, shit happens. It's content, though. Charlamagne got, Charlamagne got I guarantee you, millions of those views Charlamagne got on that video on his personal YouTube channel was because of that clip going viral on social media. I can guarantee you that. That video got 4 million. There ain't too many Gucci interviews that have 4 or 5 million views on it, but you can guarantee because the way he was talking spicy about Angela and DJ Envy was what drove people. Is a fire going on? Hold on. All right, ain't no fire. Bitch, hold on, fire going on? All right, nah, shit just tripping. Anyways. You can guarantee that's why you got the views. So, Gucci also crazy as hell, though. Angela ass as a radio host, content creator, you could tell she really slept her way to the top. I don't think she's ass. I think she plays her role. Like, whatever she's meant to do or who she's meant to be on the Breakfast Club, that's who she's meant to be. Bet she been passed around the industry. Bruh, she interned for Wu-Tang College and started in the industry and was planning on being a teacher. You watch sports. I watch sports when they matter. That's just me. When the shit matters, like, when it's like a game, like if it's game 1 of like the first round, I don't give a fuck. If it's game 7 elimination, I might tune in, right? Football, you got 17 games now. All right, talk to me in the playoffs. Talk to me when shit matters. I like watching shit when shit matters. That's why my favorite sport to watch is UFC. Because in UFC, everything matters. Every fight matters. That's why I like watching. That's why I think UFC has become my favorite sport to watch. I want to hear the game broken down. LOL, see, this is the pop commercial. But that's what, okay, the way he dribbled down the court, I was like, all right, cool. Like, that's fine, that's cute. Like I said, you like that shit? That's cute. That's fine. But like I said, that's for another show. That's not for First Take. That's not what First Take is. First Take is, hey, this happened. Hey, this motherfucker playing horribly. He playing like a sack of potatoes. Like he's talking shit, right? And we're going to say Stephen A. can't in some way break down the game. But I don't want to go into all the analytical, political, let me put my shit to the top button and all that. But get the fuck out of here. Y'all say about every woman in position, she's been rumored to have been with a lot of industry. I've never seen those rumors. I don't know. I don't give a fuck. Bandman Kevin going out sad. If it wasn't for Charlotte, that show would have been canceled. I mean, like that. That's like one of the things you only got to say. Like, of course, obviously, of course. And my thing about that is, I'm going back to what Flying Low said. See, I want the game broken down, da da da. But that's not what people want. That's not what people want. Because people say they want shit like that. Oh, I want the true players to come on and break down the game for me. But for some reason, that ain't never the shit that's the biggest shows. The biggest shit is the Shannon Sharp versus fucking Stephen A. Smith. Shannon Sharp versus Black Stephen A. Skip Bayless, right? That's what that is. So, yeah, that's what people want to watch. They like it. All right, bro, what the fuck going on? Is it hot in here? Am I steaming? What the fuck my shit going on for? Whatever, we live, we rolling. Are you standing up? I'm standing up because I feel like I feel activated when I'm up. I feel like I'm less serious I feel like when I'm sitting down, it's more like that prim proper, like, all right, guys, so today this would happen. Bro, this shit never happens. Is somebody in my complex having a fire? Is somebody in the complex having a fire right now? All right, yeah, but I'm standing up because, I'm feeling. That was like, am I having a fire? Am I just sitting here, hey, guys, y'all gonna see flames shooting up in the background? Like, oh, shit, what the fuck's going on? But anyways, yeah. People say they want shit like that, then they get the least views. That's what I'm saying. First Take needs to stay edgy and combative. Fam, you might want to check that. D-Frame about to do a spit of 16. Fam, someone burning the land. I'm saying somebody's burning something in this motherfucker. But it ain't my house. I'm looking around. We good. But anyways. All right, let me get to this BET shit, right? Because I don't like shit like this. Nah, man, ain't the battery. I had to change the batteries like a couple weeks ago. Hot ass, bro, chill. Chill out, man, chill out. Anyways. Let me get to this Lil Nas X shit, right? So Lil Nas X is mad at the BET Awards because they did not nominate him this year for anything, right? He didn't get nominated for Best Rap or Best Male Hip Hop Artist, which I can show you the list right here. This is the nomination for the Best Male. We got Drake, of course, Future, of course, J. Cole, of course. Jack Harlow, I mean, he's got a big record, First Class. They're trying to push him to be the next guy, so I can see why they would nominate Jack Harlow, Kanye West, Kendrick Lamar, and obviously, the new face of the new school, in my opinion, Lil Baby. So if you look at this list, this is a solid list. And I think in this list, although Lil Nas X is big on the charts and he sold yada, 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 I think that's all, to me, it's all glitz and gimmick and whatever. But I don't think he should be on the list with these guys. So he's not there. It ain't because he's gay or I don't give a damn about that. If you really want to be mad, I can say, why is Jack Harlow on here and why is Tyler, the Creator, not on here? Right? I can say that. So when you go to videos, you go Family Ties, Chloe Have Mercy, Kiss Me More, Doja Cat, Way Too Sexy, Pressure, Smoking Out the Window. Now, if Lil Nas X was mad because he wasn't included in this list, I may be able to understand. Now, I wasn't into the stripper pole, down to the devil, shake your ass, toot your ass up for the devil, all that. I wasn't like a big fan of that. That ain't my shit. But for the visual effects and how big the video was, I could see possibly being upset for being snubbed like that. I can see that for the video here. I can see it. But then he did the classic play that we see a lot of people do when they don't get their way. They go to whatever they identify as. So obviously, Lil Nas X is gay. Like, we know that, right? So that is what he went to. He went to this. He said, this is not over no BET award. This is about the bigger problem of homophobia in the black community. Y'all can sit and pretend all you want, but I'm going to risk it all for this. Risk it all. Risk it all for it. Brother, they're homophobic this year because they didn't nominate you. Right? They're homophobic this year because they didn't get a nomination. But they weren't homophobic last year when they let you get on the stage, do a next set. No, I don't have no problem with it. Do what you want to do, whatever. Do I want my kids to watch that? No, but do what you do. You grown. You doing the gay thing, y'all the gay dancers, y'all doing Egyptian shit. At the end of your set, you making out with a guy on the BET stage. If they was homophobic, when they say, hey, no gay shit allowed whatsoever, they let you go up there and do it. So when you get your way, they good, but you don't get your way with nomination, now they're homophobic. But that's what society has become. I don't get my way, it's because this. Even when you can clearly debunk your statement. I let you get on the stage last year, perform. You was booty shaking with a bunch of men. We let you be yourself. We let you be you, do great. We let you make out with the guy on the stage. And now, because we didn't nominate you for an award, we homophobic. How does that make sense? So people were like, hey, Tyler and Frank have been nominated. Like, what are you tripping on? Is Tyler the Creator really gay? Or is it just like a stick? So he said, love Frank and Tyler to death, but can we admit queer men are more respected when they do less feminine things? Or am I making that up? Now, I thought about this, right? And when I'm speaking right now, I don't speak for nobody but me. Gay dudes could be themselves. Do what you want to do, right? You want to wear tight clothes, dress like a woman, do this, do that, cool, whatever. For Lil Nas X, though, his a stick, what is a stick? Is this like a troll thing? A stick? Is there a stick? What do you mean, a stick? Okay, anyways. What was I saying? Y'all, I was like, am I getting trolled or something? Anyways. His expression of himself feels like a gimmick, right? Because we only see him express himself when it is, to get attention. We only see him do we stereotypically, quote unquote, see gay men do when he wants attention. It's not like, it doesn't feel authentically like it's his personality. When I see a guy like Saucy Santana, that feels authentic. I respect that more because I feel like that is really you. All that shit you do, nigga got a BBL and shit. He got a BBL, he wear nails, he got this, he dressed like, he had a beard, he wear makeup, he do whatever he do. That feels authentic. Lil Nas X shit feels like a gimmick. Like, yeah, he's probably really gay, but I feel like he only do shit for a gimmick. So it doesn't feel, that's why I don't think it's respected. So I said, Santana, you ain't got no choice. I mean, like I said, you could not like, people being gay, whatever, that's your personal prerogative. But me personally, I respect that more than like, oh, I feel like you just doing this shit for attention, you doing this shit for a stereotype, you doing this shit for whatever, right? That's how I feel when I think about a guy like Lil Nas X in the way that he does the shit that he does. And he get mad about it. Oh, well, now I can't do this because da-da-da-da. Like, what are you talking about? But anyways, I think it's a gimmick. It's not like I said, he's probably gay. He's gay. You get on stage making out with guys, you're gay. Like, it's cool, whatever, you gay. But you're not like, you probably don't do that on the regular. The way you act, you ain't like that on the regular. The Sauce Santana nigga, he do it on the regular. It ain't burning down, man. I'm looking at the damn landscape. I can see it all going on. We good here. I don't know what's going on. So anyways, my main point with that is I just hate when people try to use their identity for combatants against something. Because we already know, like, when they say that, BET went groveling. Oh, he's gay. Fuck, the gay community is going to hate us because we didn't nominate him. Are they all going to believe we did because he isn't gay? So they made a whole thing. We want to let Lil Nas X know that we love him and we appreciate him. They're showing clips of him and shit like that. Like, yeah, bend the knee, motherfucker. Bend the knee to me. I mean, you don't even have to. I don't have to give in to your fucking antics. Oh, you think BT's homophobic? Okay, great. We just had you making out with a dude last year on the fucking stage. You think that we didn't see your whole performance before you performed on our stage? If we was homophobic, first of all, we didn't even let you in the damn door. But anyways, I just hate shit like that. I just hate shit like that. So What else was I going to talk about here today? How long have I been on? 42 minutes? The Rolling Stone shit. We got to talk about the Rolling Stone shit real quick. So, Rolling Stones dropped their top 200 hip-hop albums of all time, right? Rolling Stone top 200 hip-hop albums, right? And I know I get shit. Me and Bryce get shit all the time. We get shit all the time. For our takes, who we like, who we don't like, yada, yada. Y'all don't like the old school. I get it. So this list probably wouldn't even been my list. I can't even really break down 200 hip-hop albums all the time. But I know, personally, when I can see some discrepancies going on. So this is just some couple discrepancies that I saw and I pointed out, right? So this is the numbers are the numbers they got. They got Meg Thee Stallion Fever, right? I think this is like her breakout thing. She's there. 75. They got Watch the Throne at 77. Watch the Throne is 77. 50 Cent Get Rich or Die Trying is 64. Right? Good Kid, Mad City, arguably, in my opinion, Kendrick Lamar's best album is at 38. And y'all know how you feel about this Chief Keef bullshit. They got Chief Keef at 32. Now, I don't know what their criteria is. I don't know if they're looking at the impact. I don't know if they're looking at the moment. I don't know what they're looking at. If that's the case, I can understand. I could justifiably see why they may do that. I can understand that. But Cardi B is 16. Me and Bryce literally react to a random another list where they had Cardi B's Invasion of Privacy ahead of Drake, ahead of anything J. Cole done. And I've been looking at this list, and I could be wrong, but I don't think I've seen any J. Cole so far. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe somebody can point me out, oh, he's in the 80s, or he's in the 100s. No J. Cole from what I've seen. But they got Cardi at 16. And it's like, I don't want to shit on Cardi B, but it's like, come on, bro. Come on. So then we get to where it really boils my, this is where it really boils my, what did I say, boils my gills or something like that. What it really boils me up. We got to Take Care at 11, which, salute, at least it ain't behind, this list don't have it behind Invasion of Privacy, at least it's before. We got My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy at 6, which arguably could be the best of all time. Now, some people, they might like more traditional, so they had Blueprint up there. They had Ready to Die up there. They had all, those classic albums at the top. I get it. They had Stankonia by Outkast. I get it. They got those albums up there. Salute to y'all. That's cool. Personally, I would rather like, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, but that's fine. They got To Pimp a Fucking Butterfly at number 5. Are you kidding me? Honestly, when people talk about that album, what is it about that album that people think is so fantastic? Because, like I said, maybe I'm out of touch. I hold replay value very importantly. I think replay value is so important. You don't think being able to listen to an album over and over and over and over and over and over and over again is important? I do. So, this is the top 20. This is the top 20 right here. Let me go back to it. This is top 20. So we got DS2, which, like I said, people will probably get mad. I don't care. I like DS2. I like Future. So I'm cool with that placement. Am I muted? Oh. Lil' Kim Hardcore. Mad Villainy. Kanye West Yeezus. Cardi B Invasion of Privacy. Eric B. Rakim Paid in Full. Ghostface Killer, Supreme Clientele. Dr. Dre 2001, Clips, Lord Willin', Take Care. Lauryn Hill, The Miseducation, Lauryn Hill, great album. A Tribe Called Quest, The Low End Theory, Wu-Tang Into the Wu-Tang. I get these are classic albums. Missy Elliott, Miss E, So Addicted. I mean, that ain't my shit. I know I got some classics on there, but I don't know if that's number 7, but I'm going to let you know, I'm not going to really dispute that one. I already talked about that one. I don't get this one. They had Damn at 60. They had To Pimp a Butterfly at 36, but they got this bitch at number 5. I don't get it. I don't get it. Is it because, With the narrative development akin to his best-selling novel, Kendrick Lamar's third album whisks us from Compton to South Africa and back again, with stirring meditation on everything from colorism to incarceration to wealth inequality. Along the way, Kendrick's imagination here is deep in depth. As he dreams aloud of resilience, vengeance, and conversation with religious and rap deities, both the sound and the words of Butterfly gracefully toe the line between diverse and disjunct, with producers like Terrence Martin and Soundwave elevating Kendrick's stories by bending jazz, soul, funk, and psychedelia into the shape of a hip-hop album. That bitch ain't got no replay value. I'm sorry. That bitch ain't top 5. Public Enemy, Jay-Z Blueprint, Outkast Stankonia, and the great one, Notorious B.I.G. Ready to Die. I get it. All right. I get it. But it's just like these lists, bro. And I'm not really going to get too in detail with this list, because I do want to get on with Bryce later on and really break down the list, go through it, and really talk about some things that are on there. I just don't get it. I don't get it's not, like I said, it's not even the shit on Kendrick Lamar. If they would have put Good Kid, Mad City at 5, I'd be like, all right, I get it. I see why you say that. Like, if they would have put Good Kid, Mad City at 5, Damn at like 32, and To Pimp a Butterfly at 60, I get it. Oh, you want to know where Tupac's at? Let's find where Tupac lands. Tupac's not in the top 20. Tupac is not in the top 20. Tupac is the first time you'll see Tupac on this list is number. Oh, I'm in the 60s. No, I'm not. I'm in the 40s. All right. The first time you'll see Tupac on this list is like in the 20s, I believe. I think he was top 20. Yeah, here he is. Tupac is number 20. No, he's not top 20 yet. He's 29. That's where you first see Tupac at. And that's what Mobb Deep, the Infamous. And I know this is a good album because y'all probably wasn't onto my channel before this, but way back in the day, my claim to fame was I'm a young guy and this is my first time listening to this classic hip hop album. That's what I used to do back in the day before I just started doing the podcast. So when I listen to this album, I was like, this is a really good album. This is better than Invasion of Privacy. It may not have the hits, but it's still a better album than Invasion of Privacy. We got Outkast, Aquamini, Reasonable Doubt. Eminem made his debut at 25. This album right here, great album. Great album. A lot of people, when I was doing it, because I never listened to Illmatic before a couple of years. Like, I think it was like, when was I doing this? Like 2016, I was doing like these first time listening to hip hop albums. I listened to this one. I've heard snippets of it before, but I listened to the whole one, sat down, did a reaction. This is a really great album. I think it was written as better. My personal opinion, just from me listening, but regardless. A lot of people say this is the best hip hop album of all time. They got it all the way at 24. 24. UGK Riding Dirty, 23. DMX, It's Dark and Hell is Hot, 22. Lil Wayne, The Drop 3, 21. And then we get the Future, DS2, all those things like that. Right? So these are just lists that people make. You know, people make lists for reasons. They want conversation. They want to, you know, let's just see what the temperature is. Let's see what people are going to say. And like I said, because I really want to like pinpoint some like real things. Like I think number 200 was like Travis Scott with Astroworld, and I think number like 152, from what I can remember, was Shrimp Life with Ray Sherman, and then 151 was Lil Nas X, and like I can remember some things off the top of my head, seeing a couple of discrepancies. But me and Bryce will break this list down a little bit later tonight. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. Me and Bryce, Absolute Sure Podcast, will be live tonight talking about a bunch of topics, a bunch of things to get into. So make sure, like I said, y'all subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed right now. You know, my boy Bryce has some wild takes. Y'all tune in for that as well tonight. So I've given 51 minutes of my life to you guys. I really appreciate you guys being here. I do have that Math Hoffa clip where 21 Savage was talking about. I can't play it real quick. He's speaking about, you know, how can guys avoid Ricos. Let me just do that real quick. I'll give you an hour of my life. Here, let's listen to it.
No, whatever. Nowadays, a nigga will wake up, bro, and put a clip on Instagram, upload the video to YouTube. Now a label at his door, and they just gave him $1 million. This nigga 19. So naturally, he wanna like show his hood, like, bro, I made it. So now he back in his hood. Now he looking out for his hood. But it's a catch-22, cause it's like, I can make it and forget about my hood, and then my hood gonna be trying to kill me and rob me. Or I can look out for my hood, and now I can catch a Rico. So it's like a catch-22. So it's like it ain't no like, I can't really explain it. It's just like the time that we living in, niggas blow up so fast. The niggas that they beefing with, they mad because he just got signed or whatever the reason is, and niggas know you still gonna be right here. You 19, where else you going?
Oh, right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's like that.
Do you feel what would it
All right, so firstly, before I get into it, that Matt Hoffa guy, I know he's a battle rapper. I don't know too much about his history. I don't know too much about him. But I know he's a battle rapper. He is slowly and quietly creating one of the most important, in my opinion, I won't say the best, but prevalent podcasts in hip hop. I think I've watched a couple of theirs. He got one with Fat Joe. He had one with the guy from Onyx. He had one with Joe Budden. I watched. Like, he has a couple that are really good, right? So in regards to what 21 Savage is talking about, I have been a guy who's been very critical of guys getting out of their circumstances and continuing to do stupid shit. And I've taken a step back from that opinion at some points. Like, sometimes I jump in and out of it, of that point. But when he says that, when he says, hey, you go on Instagram right now, beep, you post a video, it goes viral, you get a record deal. How realistic is it to expect that a guy that's lived his whole life in one area, his whole life living a certain way, instant wealth doesn't mean instant change. They gonna do stupid shit. They gonna fuck off with the money. So it's kind of like, how do you hold that expectation? Who is supposed to be there when you lend this brother that money to be able to guide them to make better decisions? Because when you young, and I'm assuming because I'm not a street guy, as you could probably tell, can't nobody tell you shit. Now you motherfucker with money. So now I got money, you can't tell me shit. How do they go about it? And the police departments and the feds will look at you now. Hey, you have millions of dollars, brother. You're giving money to X, Y, and Z. Now, what they gonna do with that money, because I spoke about this a little bit in the podcast too, we're gonna directly correlate that back to you. If you give your partner $10,000, like, hey, you my dog since middle school, I'm on now, we up. If I'm up, you up. You get them $10,000. They go buy, I don't know, $10,000 worth of whatever. Oh, you funding the drug trade. So his thing is like, you have a dilemma because you can run away from the hood as fast as you can with your $1 million. Go get an apartment, a penthouse in the nicest part of town. Stay away from the hood. Fuck y'all, I ain't coming back. Go to Beverly Hills, live your life, and they'll despise you. You got to watch out for your friends and your enemies. Or you can go back and try to, feed your people, get your people out, because you have the instant money. They don't got the instant money. You can give them as much as you can, but they're really never going to be you. So how do you combat that? Now, I don't know if that's the Young Thug situation that's going on. From the wiretap phone calls we've seen and the indictment that I read, I don't know if it's like, oh, Young Thug was just a victim in this whole thing where he was just giving these guys money and then they were going to commit illegal crimes on their own under the banner of YSL. He wasn't directly involved. I don't know if that's the case with Young Thug. But with the story that he's talking about, I can understand that perspective. He also had other things he was talking about on that podcast. He was talking about Jay-Z. Jay-Z he a real one. Meek Mill called up Jay-Z and said, hey, 21, ICE, they got him. They're trying to deport him. Jay-Z probably put that big billionaire lawyer, that big reform lawyer, whoever he got, on the case, on the job. He a real one. He probably fit the whole bill. He a billionaire. He probably fit the whole bill too. What else was he discuss? He discussed that shit to me is like low-hanging fruit shit. Like, hey, what do you think about Lil Durk, and could you squash the Lil Durk and NBA Youngboy beef? Like, how the fuck you want me to squash that? NBA Youngboy's artist, I don't know how close him and Quando Rondo are. His homeboy killed one of Lil Durk's close homeboys. Hey, can we get these guys to squash the beef? I doubt it. It's kind of hard. You think they're coming for 21 too? 21 Savage, part of one of, if not the biggest gang in Atlanta. I don't know. Because I'm not in Atlanta. So I don't know whose gangs are prevalent. Like the DA made it seem like YSL was the biggest gang in Atlanta. She said they are responsible for 80% of the violent crime going on in Atlanta. So they're responsible for 80%, and you got everybody else out the way. Then everybody else would only matriculate to probably like 1%, 2%. So I don't really know. I don't live in Atlanta. I don't even know gangs where I'm at right now. I don't know who's got the biggest clique, who's got the biggest whatever. I don't know. But I was thinking about that because with the way that they're using the lyrics to indict Young Thug and indict YSL, every time I hear a rapper talk about guns, talking about shooting, like I was listening to the new Polo G record today or yesterday, and he was just describing like, hey, we pull up and we clear the roof off, whatever the fuck he was. I don't remember what he was saying, something like that. I was like, they're gonna use that in an indictment. And then with 21 Savage, like I said, 21 Savage to me, one of my personal favorite artists of the new generation. Just really right now, like he's got multiple albums that I really like. So he's one of my favorite artists. I don't want to see no harm come to 21 Savage. But when you look at if you put it in the context of YSL, and you're like, hey, 21 Savage, you've already killed somebody for being in a back and forth dispute with somebody. Like it was self-defense, right? Granted, it was self-defense. But you've been in a back and forth shootout with the ops. They killed Joe Boy in that shooting, and you killed one of the. You've been there. Your crew, I don't call it gangs. I don't know how they do I don't know what it is. Your crew is called Slaughter Gang. I mean, I guess you got gang on. I guess it would be a gang. But anyways, that's not the nicest name. Like, and then your raps are, pretty violent in nature. Running, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just using off the context of the way they're using people's lyrics. Well, in here in Running, you said, I got the ops, I blast the chop, I shoot their mom. Hey, what did this mean? Oh, he wanted to kill somebody's mother. That's what the prosecutor's going to say. The tattoo he has on the forehead of a knife is to signify the gang's allegiance to killing, whatever. So I would rather Math Hoffa, like I said, great podcast. I'm not critiquing the podcast at all. But I'd rather really know, like, and I'm sure maybe 21 wouldn't even answer this question because he don't want to get involved in too much of that shit. But like moving forward, saying that they are using rap lyrics against YSL. And like I said, I don't know about Young Thug. We've heard people talk stories about Young Thug. We've seen the way that Young Thug is, done things. But they're using those against Gunna. Do y'all really look at Gunna, right? Gunna wear them small ass shorts, tight shirt. Like Gunna's like a semi-fat guy that still thinks he's skinny, right? He wears his skinny clothes. Like you gotta, loosen up your clothes a little bit, brother. But my point being, not that I ain't talking shit, but my point is, do I think that guy is the top general next to Young Thug of YSL? No. But they're using these lyrics. They're using the fact that he was in a video that described 1,000 choppers as a reason to get him up out of here. That's what they're doing. So it'd be easy to throw any other rapper. Well, hey, Lil Durk, you're next. Hey, Lil Baby, you're next. Hey, X, Y, and Z, you're next. Like, I wonder, are they cognizant of that in their head moving forward when they rap? That's what I'm wondering. And if I was a rapper in 2022, because when it's time to go vote and shit like that, they prance out all the rappers. Hey, go and rap for Hillary Clinton. Go, hey, rock the vote for Hillary. Shake that ass for Hillary. They do all that. Like, go vote for Hillary. Go vote for this Democrat. Go vote for this. Because they'll never be a Republican rally. It'll just be Democrat. Go vote for this Democrat. Hey, before I put my weight of my celebrity behind you, I need you to look at this legislation that says rap music is a First Amendment right. Lyrics in our songs are First Amendment rights, and you will pass that. Because I ain't trying to go to jail for rapping about some shit that y'all may some way connect to some shit that happened in real life, even though it's probably not even related. Could be, but we don't know. They could be. If you give me a pen, I could point that bitch anywhere, right? You're going to vote for that shit before I come out here and do performances and all type of shit like that. Fuck the money. I ain't trying to go to prison. But like I said, an hour of my life is for you guys. I appreciate you guys for watching, listening, giving the thumbs up. If you're here right now, give the video a thumbs up. Just, if you like the video, you like the new, is the standing up. I ain't gonna lie. I think the stand-up podcast is better. I feel like I got the energy. I feel like I got the movement. I feel like, it feels like I'm engaged. I'm here with the conversation. So I'll probably continue that moving forward. But tonight, me and Bryce, Absolutely Unsure Podcast on this same channel. So make sure you subscribe to this channel right now. Make sure you turn on post notifications right now so you can come back later on tonight, 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you're in the East Coast, that's about 11:30 your time. If you're in the West Coast, that's about 2 hours behind that. That's about 7:30. If you're in the Mountain Pacific Time, I think that's an hour behind. So you do the math. 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Like the video, subscribe, watch all the clips, do all that you got to do. Share it on your social medias. Let everybody know what the hell you watching. Let me read some last minute comments and I'll get up out of here. So, Slaughter Gang, that question was mad unnecessary in my opinion. He needs to echo as Dirk that. Seen news articles in recent years. Maybe they chilled out, but yeah, it was the most dangerous gang in Atlanta 4 years ago. So I don't know. It is 2100 Black is what 21 means. Ninth Ward. Look, trailer photographer trying to put a whole indictment. It was the most violent gang in Atlanta 4 years ago. It's the 2100 Black. He gave them locations, times. Chill. LOL, nah, it'll never happen. Oh, y'all. Smart brother, Kelton, smart brother. I forgot. East Coast is an hour ahead of me. West Coast is 2 hours behind me. So 7:30 p.m. PST, 10:30 p.m. EST, 9:30 p.m. CST. I'll see y'all guys in, man. Appreciate y'all for watching. Appreciate you for subscribing. You can also get the podcast, SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes. You can follow the social media as well. You can send me stories, send me shit like that. Boom, boom. They're up on the screen. D-Friend Daily Instagram, D-Friend Daily on Spotify. I believe that's all I got. Fun show, great show, a lot of energy. I'll see you guys next time. It's your boy D-Friend. Peace.